Alright, we lost the beginning of our video for whatever DMV file is. I have no clue what that is, but for whatever reason, the first part of this video, the camera done a DMV file and I have no way to open it, so we're going to show you the gist of it, which sucks because we just replaced this whole header panel piece. This is the one that was on this side of the Pontiac where the car was in a minor fender bender there. But this side, this is where it was broke. It was snapped off on the end, which we probably could have fixed if whoever previously owned the car would have kept it. It's pretty, let me get this out of the way. Pretty simple job to do. Only issue we had was where it had some minor fender damage. We had to finesse it a little bit to get it headlight assembly to go in, but it's really simple. You got 3 bolts on each side, 10 millimeter. You got this one and this one here, so you got 2 uppers, 1 lower. You got to get from the bottom side, so you got 3 of these on each side. And well, you got your cover right here, of course, which goes across here, and you have your wiring harness for the headlights right here. It has you can see the wire clips. It runs from this headlight, comes down through the underneath part. You got a clip right here you have to pop off, which actually we forgot to put that one back on, but if I can raise that out enough, you might be able to, it's too tight. But so that clip has to come loose. It's right there underneath the hood release. So your wiring harness comes down through over here and then to the other side. And here's your other 2, and then underneath the headlight, like on the other side there's a 10 millimeter bolt you got to get from the. You don't have to get underneath the car. You can just reach right through here from underneath and get it with a ratchet. And once you do, the dilemma we was having was we didn't know if the whole front section of the grill and the bumper cover assembly, we didn't know if it needed to come off, but it didn't. So how we got it was with the old one here, we loosened everything up and was able to, once we got everything loose, got a lot of that headlight was already gone, got that headlight out of the way and all the bolts out, and was able to actually, this cover comes forward just enough to, I was a little worried about it because I didn't want to crack the paint or anything on it, but it does actually come forward enough to, man, look at that. Road work, gotta love it. It does come forward enough to, for your header panel here to come up and out. And the way we done it was we unclipped the clips right here. You had access to them for the wiring harness. It came forward enough. We just unclipped them, unhooked, took the wire looming out of the clips. But for the bottom ones, if you look on this header panel on the old one, you can see the bolts right here. That's where the wiring is on the inside of that. They pop through that hole and it holds it in place. So to do that, just got these ones loose and everything was loose. It actually had one of us pulled up on here and the header panel slid up and out, and then we was able to access the rest of the harness, unclipped it, and it just came up and towards the motor and came right out. Then the new one, we done the same thing, got it started, hooked up all of our I believe we started on the driver's side, got it down in there, and then started putting everything in. You know, they got the bottoms in, slid it down, got the tops on each side for the headlights, and just buttoned it back up. Kind of sucks, lost that file, but there's more into detail, but it's a really simple job to do. I think it wasn't bad, was it?
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was bad either. It was pretty easy to do, so kind of cut the body shop out of the out of the play there. And the plastic clips are simple. You kind of, here's one of them. This part doesn't have to come out, but it just pops right up. We popped it loose with a screwdriver and grabbed hold of the pair of pliers, and it just pops right loose. They came out, no issues. The headlight, we bought this new header panel. It came, I think it's in the part of the video we was actually able to save. It had new ones in it, and they are they're not attached to, well, the one we bought, they wasn't attached to it, so you got to make sure you have them on the right side because they'll fit in either side. But if you don't have it on the right side, the piece where it comes up to lock your headlight assembly in place, will be underneath the fender if you have it on the wrong side, so you got to watch that. But the headlights, that's a different story. These little suckers, they can, this one where it has the adjustment screw, it has to come up and through, but the mount, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it's got like a groove. This one has one, this one has two. You got an upper one and a lower one down here, and they have to be lined up in the header panel there, if you can see the groove, for it to line straight in. And the other issue we had was with, here's one loose right here with the headlight assembly. The rubber kept coming loose on us. All it has is, you can see this one here, the rubber, it just fits over that little tab. You know, so every time we was fighting it in, it was hopping up over the tabs on us, so the rubber kept coming loose. But here, Junior, hold the camera. I'll try to put this headlight in for you so you can kind of see the joy. So you got to make sure that this rod has to be up, because it comes up through here. These rods, they adjust the left, right, up and down. So this one's the pain in the butt one, because it can rotate. I can't remember, we figured out which one was the easiest to do first. Was it the inside one? This one here?
No, I think it was this one.
It's the outside one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of them, we done it, and it was easier to do one than it was the other. But they, yeah, so there's that side. This side, you can't see down in there, but the rod's actually turned. So you got to try to finesse it enough to keep the rod up. Sure, there's a trick to it. Actually, I didn't bring it out. I had a little hook piece for seals that I used on it last time to hold it up in place. Oh, to hold it up in place. All right, let's try doing this side first. There we go.
It was the underside?
It must have been. It went right in that time. So now, get it over. I can't see with these glasses on. Freaking things tint when the light hits them. Now what we got going on here? But this is the hardest part out of all of it, was fighting with the headlight assembly. Maybe it was that one, man. I don't know. Let's try it again. It doesn't help that it's cold out. Fingers are cold. Old age, man. You don't want nothing to do with it. You get it? Yep, we got it.
So
Just make sure your clips are up all the way, or it won't go in. There we go. There's the outside. There's our inner. So that's it. But we do gotta go somewhere at night and find a brick wall somewhere so we can adjust the headlights up and down, make sure we ain't shining in people's faces. And then this is super simple. Now these pins are, you got two different size pins. That one goes in. I gotta get a clip for that. This one's screwed up, so I gotta get two clips for this piece, but this goes underneath, right? Oh yeah, yeah, so that goes underneath underneath the cover. So, perfecto.
nice and simple.
Yep. So here's the pins. So I'm saying they're super simple. All you need is a flathead and a pair of pliers. So you can see how, let's find a skinny one. Here's one. You can see the difference in the size. Can you camera pick them up? So you got You can see the difference in the hole. See how big this one is compared to that one. So your big ones go in there, little ones go in these ones, and so on and so on. Nothing to it but to do it. I think a couple of these needed replaced. I think it was this one. One of them was jacked up. I think it was this one here. I bought a kit. They actually sell these at Harbor Freight. You can buy a whole kit of them for like $8. It's like, I can't remember how many pieces are in the kit, but it's like $8 for the box. And my glasses so I don't forget them.
It's actually not too bad.
Let's give them a little tap. I'll let that one went down all the way, but my hands are cold, so it's good enough for me for now.
Yep.
You miss any? Nope. So that's what I was saying. So I have to get one for here, and these two are a different style. They are. Let's see if I can get that one out. Jamming a hole in something. If I can get it out. They sell these ones too. This one should just be. Kind of, it's just like barbed, it just pops in. Yeah, get this pliers. As cold as it is, it might snap taking it out.
I hope not.
No, it's no big deal. It wasn't being used anyway. Freaking hands are freezing. Nah, I can't get hold of it. You get underneath the head of it. They make a tool for this. I could have swore I had one. It goes in like this. It's plastic and it goes up underneath the head, and you can push down on it. It just pops them right out. Sell those at Harbor Freight too. Matter of fact, I know I have a set of them because I had to buy them for that truck out back. I'm terrible.
Being stubborn.
Here we go. That's what they look like. So that's the difference. The Harbor Freight. If you shop there or get online, you can get them somewhere. Body or a part store, Advance. All them guys sell them, but just get the new one. Line up the plastic. Shove it in. That's all there is to it. But I have a kit of both of these somewhere amongst all my crap. But so we'll get them replaced, but that's it. And I didn't bring it out, but we actually got the new struts came in from UPS today too.
Oh
so
yeah, we should have showed them.
at some point we will be doing that. But that's the gist of it. Just sucks we lost the first part of the video. Right. But enjoy the rest of the video, and hopefully it came out all right. Alright, we're going to try a hack. I can't remember if she's seen that ad. It was on this TikTok or Facebook reel or something, but these creases, I honestly don't know if it'll work, but Chris brought over a football. We just deflated it, put a needle in it. So the idea is to, here, somebody hold this. The idea is to deflate the football or soccer ball, depending on whatever you're using, and squeeze it in there.
It's gonna work.
So what do you guys think the odds are?
I got faith.
You got faith?
6 out of 10.
We're about to find out. So everything's hooked up, the ball's splat, it's in there. So this is...
Alrighty.
There we go. Is it rearing up?
Yeah, it is. It's working.
Look, yeah, look. That was 10 pounds. That's 9.5.
It's working.
Good
It
God.
did. It popped it out some.
That'll be a short.
Alright, hang on.
Go up to 13 and take
12?
off running.
Alright.
We'll try 12.
What?
That's not
It did
bad.
get it out some. Not fully, of course.
You
I
gotta
wouldn't
put it back
expect
a little
fully,
more.
but yeah,
Bring it up
that's what I'm
some.
thinking. Up.
Do you have to do that on
What's
camera?
wrong with you, bro?
Bro, it's that, I don't know what it is, bro.
It's called being nasty.
Being sick. You're
Don't
sick.
lean against it.
No,
Try to get it, air it down.
Deflate it, flip it upside down, and
that's what I'm
put stuff
thinking.
it up in the
Stuff it
top.
up into the top and see if it'll.
I think it'll get it.
I think so.
See, I had a 6 out of 10 confidence. Now it's up at a solid 8.5.
I had faith.
I'm really surprised.
You ain't kidding.
Man, I got the bubble guts so bad.
Dude, you're on camera.
You don't care.
You're sick.
No shame in your game, is there?
No.
Alright, let's pump it up to try 13. Yeah. It's trying. Yeah, you see it?
It's so close.
It started coming out.
Just don't want that ball to explode. Dude.
I know.
Oh, wow. Holy crap. That boy is pumped.
That's 13 psi.
Yeah, it's pumped.
Oh, that was close, man. It almost caught the fender bolt.
What up? That would have been something to have on camera.
All right. That's about as best as we're going to get using that.
Now you can just probably get your arm in there and use your elbow.
Yeah, it's like right in here. It's like been in a little bit there, but you probably use them pliers you got. And it ain't gonna. I got a replacement fender for it, so. But I came with
That
the car.
one in the back, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the trunk when we bought the car.
We couldn't do that now. Put it all on camera, fixing it up.
Nope, nope.
No, no, no.
Not today.
Well, I got more videos.
That's another day. I wish we had something to.
I got a big old breaker bar in
Pretty
there.
good. It's like right in the body line right there is the problem. But
I got a big breaker bar.
where's those? Not these needle nose. Where's those other pliers at? You got them in your pocket?
Big Tony.
We can just get
Big
this
Tony.
lip to. Just get this lip to come over a little bit.
You think you're funny knocking on her window?
It's probably Toto and Lupe. Pita. I almost called her Lupe.
That might be good enough. At the bottom, I don't know. Let's see.
Dude, that thing is...
What is it? This one?
Definitely a lot better than what it was. You have to put a a before and after.
Yeah, I don't know how to
It
do
is
all
peak
that.
out, dude. Of course. I don't know you.
See how well it sets in there.
Will it fit?
It better fit.
Oh, darn. There it goes.
Yes.
It's like it'll be good enough.
Up to snuff.
Find out for sure. You won't know for sure until that
Plastic
header
piece is
panel's
in
in there. So let's get the header panel in it and see what happens.
Alright, you want me to cut the camera?
Yep. All right, so the header panel we got when it came with the complete kit, it came with new brackets to hold the headlight assembly in place. So we figured out why the one was so hard to come out where it fits into this groove. This is the new one. We couldn't figure out what it was at first, but it actually fits this top groove and the lower groove. That's why it's so hard to, well, it was for us anyway, to get out. So it's like it just fits. It's supposed to fit. Just like right down in like that, slide through. Let's hope. Maybe I got the wrong one. There's two in a pack, so let's try this one. Maybe they're set up to where it's. Yeah. So it looks like one is left and one is right, but no, it's not. There's a piece left on it that won't
You
pull.
had it right the first time.
Yeah. So this piece right here, it's we'll have to trim that off. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
And that little lock piece.
Yeah, where it's catching. So it just needs trimmed a little bit. Then it'll fit perfect. So no big deal. All right. Just reinstall it the way you take it apart. All right, so we did learn something. The piece for the upper piece for the headlight on the inside by the fender, they are specifically designed for one side or the other. When we first put them in, we just toss them in, put it in, and it puts your tab that comes up and down here to release your headlight. They had it underneath the fender, so you want to pay attention to that. So you want to make sure you got it in right.
Yep.
Is it going?
Yep.
Yep, there we go. Chris has got his, so now we done it the same way. Pulled the front piece out. So you just got to make sure you slide it around your hood release or bend it. Got it down in there, got some of the wire looming hooked up. So we're going to finish up hooking up the wire looming first and then put our bolts back in and get the headlight assemblies in. That one should fit just fine. This one, a little concerning because of the fender, but so we might have to tweak out a little bit more. Well, we got it back together. Then fire it up and turn the headlights on, make sure everything's working. But man, we had to really finesse it. Still not fitting right, so stuff we're gonna have to. Dang, man! Apparently there's a rat in the engine compartment that's running towards the neighbor's house. So you can see where it's fender from where it got dinged. Just got where it got dinged before we had it, but. So we got that extra fender, so when I put it on, it'll take care of that. The main thing is getting it in, so we had headlights. Turn the headlights on, Junior, to make sure it works. Yep, this side's on. So we got our headlight or blinker working like this one here. On this side, I didn't know it needed them. And apparently it needs the one for this one as well. I thought the only one it needed was this one here, but apparently we got to replace this one on this side, this one on this side. Or no, that's the blinker. Hit the blinker. I'm gonna see if everything lights up. I get myself freaking confused. There we go. So there's the left. See how it's got the outer blinking, so I got to replace on this side. Try the right one. Yep, so we got that one, so I got to get this bulb, that bulb, and this thing is a job. Not getting that out, just a job from where the fender's beat up. We had to, we used the football on it, that did move it some, but it wasn't enough. We were still lacking, but you see how much we're still lacking there for it to be right. So he had to bring it out another 1.5 inches, so that consisted of ball peen hammer, what all did we use? A jack handle we had to fit in there, and the problem you got is with the header panel in there, you can't get in this way to pry on it. If we'd have thought about it, we'd have addressed that before we put the header panel back on. So I mean, you can see down it. I mean, it's in farther than what I thought, and then to get it to where we have it now, I actually had to use a piece of old leaf spring, loosened up the 2 fender bolts right here and let it loose, and then had the boys hold it and then stuck it in there and hit it with tapped it with a hammer and got it to come out enough, and then we ended up having to tweak the trim line right here on the fender. The headlight sits just enough to get it to where it's in place. And we don't have a garage, it's all getting dark, so we accomplished our main goal. So what we'll do now is I'll get everything together, and at some point we'll just go ahead and just replace the fenders. Alright, there's a wrap up of it. You guys can see the difference. Big difference in the headlights. Just kind of wrap it up real quick. It's getting kind of cold out. But I did touch up, knock the rust down and hit it with some converter. Threw some primer on it. Which is still tacky. It's going to take a while to dry. It's like in the 40s out here, so it should be good by tomorrow. But like I was saying, that fender, we're going to have to put that other fender on it. But we're good. We had, I thought he was coming out, Chris, it was in the video, if you guys seen him. He, didn't find out today, he was on America's Got Talent. Back in his younger days, him and his sister made it to like the 3rd round. Of course, that was years ago, but there you go. Not bad for a couple of people that's not body guys by any means, but at some point I'll get the fender that was in the trunk when we bought it is white, so at some point I'll get it cleaned up, and it appears that the back part of the trim is one piece. It unhooks from the fender, goes along the door, it comes up by the back tire, so that has to come loose so you can get the lower fender bolts. Then you got, I think it was 2 at the top, 2 on the end, some stuff down here where the trim is at. It doesn't look like it really be that bad to replace, it's just getting the time to do it. And the other fender, I had to address a spot on the lower behind, so I'm hoping this one isn't the same way. It's behind the trim at the bottom where the bolts go in. The fender that was in the trucks, or in the trunk, was that those bolt holes were rusted off. So worst case scenario, we cut this one off, weld it to the other fender. So that just drives me nuts. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad until we started putting that in. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you at the next one.